Hey vinyl community and YouTube, what's going on? It's LJ. Sunday night here in the Boston area, and what better thing to do than make a vinyl community video? That's a novel idea, huh? Just kind of sitting here chilling out, listening to Mr. David Bowie, station by station. I was chatting a little bit with Greeno22 today about David Bowie and how I was looking for a copy of Aladdin Sane and I think Pinups, which are a couple of the only early Bowie albums I'm missing to completing the collection. So it kind of put me in the mood to listen to a little David, so station to station. Also, I came across some sealed vinyl over the past couple of weeks, so I wanted to kind of share that with everybody, put it out there maybe for trade or VCLT, who knows, we'll kind of see what happens with it. But this is some sealed stuff that I picked up. And also, I got a package in the mail, pretty unexpectedly to some degree, from fellow vinyl community member, PauliWalnuts 86. Joseph, thank you much. We'll open this live. I have no idea what's in it. So some of the sealed stuff I found, and this kind of just pops up here and there. The price is right, so you grab it. First is one I'm probably going to hang on to, and being a huge Muppet fan, here's John Denver and the Muppets. Of course, the classic Christmas album. This is a reissue. Has a free MP3 download of the entire album card. I just thought that was pretty neat, definitely timely. This maybe have showed up, I don't know, a few weeks ago. So a very neat one to find sealed, brings back a lot of memories. The other handful, this is stuff that I would definitely be open to trades for. I can kind of give a rundown of, you know, some stuff that's on my wish list, and, you know, if it's something somebody's interested in, shoot me a PM. We can always talk and go from there, but these are all sealed. Here is Jim Croce, Photographs and Memories, his greatest hits. This is kind of neat. It has a gold border around it, which mine doesn't. Mine just has a regular standard cover, this image blown up. And this just has a crease across the top, but still a fantastic album. This is one I grew up on. My father would play this over and over and over, and I just think it's a great album. I mean, Operator! Great album. This one is just a straight up funk classic. This Rick James busting out of L7. I absolutely love the cover. I've always loved the cover on this one. In the back, we have like Rick Loves Mary Jane, Rick James Was Here. Again, sealed. Slight tear in the shrink in the back, but really no big deal. Looks like it's either a first press that had a Super Buy sticker put on it, or a later one that it was just applied. And this was just neat enough that I had to grab it. And here's Billy Ocean, Tear Down These Walls. Again, completely sealed. This is Billy from 1988. This is kind of neat in that it was produced by Mutt Lange of AC/DC fame and Def Leppard fame. I've actually never heard this album. Of course, I know Get Out of My Dreams, Get Into My Car. I grabbed it mostly because it was sealed and may be able to trade it with somebody in the DC. Here's another one that I already have another copy of. This is Ryan Adams Gold. So this is a 10th anniversary edition vinyl. It's a 2 LP set with 5 extra tracks that only came on the limited edition bonus disc. This is a Lost Highway 10th anniversary reissue. It's in pretty nice shape. It has the top corner has a little crease in it, and over here as well, which I expect is really just from being in the bin. So you have like a little rub on the bottom corners. But other than that, it's in super shape and it's sealed. Same as Billy Ocean, but a slightly better album. I think here's Lionel Richie Dancing on the Ceiling. Pretty cool. Great Wadman is the store. I've never heard of it. $9.79. Pretty expensive piece of vinyl. I certainly didn't pay that for it. I grabbed it because it's sealed. It's definitely an 80s classic. If anybody's interested, whatever. Here's Gotham, Void Where Inhibited. And a little bit of research I did on this. Apparently this is kind of a gay disco band along the lines of maybe like a Village People. It's got some pretty neat songs on it. This is from 1979 on, is it RM Records. So this one would probably be quite the obscurity. Pretty rare. We have like I'm Your AC/DC Man, Is It Big Enough For You? Menage a Trois. This record is dirty. Put Your Money Where Your Mouth Is, Bedroom Eyes. So ladies and gentlemen, there's a sealed copy of Gotham, Void Where Inhibited. Kind of a gay disco classic. That's kind of great. You know, I don't get into that phase much, that disco Studio 54 phase, but when I do, man, it hits big, and it's like nothing but spinning globes and disco lights around here for like 5 days straight, and then I get it out of my system, and it's back into rock. And the last one I found, this is also a pretty new issue. This is Bill Callahan's Apocalypse from 2011 on Drag City Records. Definitely a neat release. I have another copy of this. It's not bad. It's not 100% my cup of tea. I found two, so I kept one, opened it, and listened to it, and the other one I'm going to throw out there for trade, or if nobody's interested, for sale. And that's what I'll probably do with all of these. So right quick, some of the stuff, you know, I'm looking for at the moment. Definitely a nice copy of David Bowie's Aladdin Sane, Chin-Ups, an upgrade copy of the Stones, Beggar's Banquet, mine's, I was listening to mine this weekend, it's a little scratchy. Same thing with Let It Bleed. So kind of stuff along those lines is some of the stuff I'm looking for. But I mean, if you guys watch my videos, you know what I'm into, you know what I listen to. Shoot me a PM, we'll talk. Maybe we can move some of these around to the VC. Next up is a package from PauliWalnuts 86, Joseph and April. And Joseph and April, it was great to hear that neither one of you had any real damage or loss or anything like that from Hurricane Sandy. Glad you guys are up there and still doing well. Paulie sent me a message kind of a while back, said, can I get your address? I want to send you something. Of course, you don't have to, but okay. I mean, if you want to, you're welcome to. And later on, here it is, it showed up. And it's funny, I sent Paulie a message and said, I received your package with a big bulge in it. Whoops. Anyways, here it is. Let's see what's in this together. I have absolutely no clue. There's a link below to PauliWalnuts' channel, Joe's channel. And if you haven't checked it out, please do. He's always showing some killer stuff. Videos pop up definitely every week, every couple of weeks, and always just digging what he's got to say. He's got a kick-ass flat screen TV behind him in the background too. So let's see, what's in here? We have, alright, right up my alley. Gene Simmons' Family Jewels, complete season 2. Oh, Joe, that's awesome. I mean, of course, I challenge anyone in the VC that's a bigger Kiss fan, and I know there's definitely some. I'm not throwing down the gauntlet here. But here's Gene Simmons' Family Jewels, season 2. And man, Joe, that's awesome. Renee and I actually watched this together, and it was super cool. I definitely liked the episodes where, you know, Kiss was there, the best, and some of the ones with Paul Stanley. But that's fantastic, man. I didn't have that, and that's a super great add to the Kiss and Family collection. Thank you so much. He asked me if I had a VCR, too. I'm not sure what that was about, but of course I have a VCR. Of course I have a VCR, man. Like records. Of course I have a VCR. So here's some cassette singles. Oh, sweet. It's Corrosion of Conformity. This is a tour sampler. They have 1, 2, 3 tracks on both sides. Same tracks on all 3 sides. This is very neat. Kind of a 90s rarity. There's Ice-T, New Jack Hustler. That's neat. That's neat. This is definitely, if I'm going to listen to hip-hop, it's going to be something like this. That's sweet. Here's House of Pain, Jump Around. Who doesn't know that song? 1992, so that was 10th grade, 9th, 10th grade. I'm sorry, I promised a few people I wouldn't mention my age anymore. It's pissing them off. Oh shit. Nirvana, Smells Like Teen Spirit. I had this exact same cassette single in high school. I've just seen the cover was like a massive flash from the past. So Smells Like Teen Spirit and Even in His Youth, which was an unreleased track. And that's just super. Joe, thank you. And it looks like there's an album in here as well. I mean, like you haven't already done enough. So let's see, what do we have here? We have Anita Baker Compositions. Now, LJ and Anita Baker, really? Yeah, absolutely. I actually have a pretty big R&B collection. I definitely dig R&B. Anita Baker is an album I definitely dig. I have, or an artist I definitely dig. And I don't have this, and this is from 1990, which is why I don't have it, because I highly doubt it shows up all that often. The two that I have, God, I can't even think of the names of them. They're her second and third albums, and I actually really do like them. I can't say that I play them super often, but they definitely do get spun. I'm pretty picky when it comes to R&B. Stevie Wonder, stuff like that, kind of the legendary, the classics. But I do have quite a few. You might be quite surprised. And one of these days I might have to kind of bust them out and see what's going on in there for the R&B collection. But that's the stuff I grew up on, you know what I mean, with my mom and cut my teeth on. It was my brothers that got me into rock and metal. But this was mom's stuff. And from 1990, like I said, I highly doubt this shows up all that often. And I'm happy to own it. I'll definitely put it on the shelf with a smile, along with Gene Simmons and the cassette singles. So, Joe, April, thank you both very much. Really much appreciated. You obviously didn't have to send me anything, but it's much appreciated. And I'll make sure I get something back your way to put a smile on your face. And as far as the sealed stuff goes, yeah, shoot me a quick PM. Let's talk. Phil Callahan's Apocalypse, Gotham Void Were Inhibited, Lionel Richie's Dancing on the Ceiling, Ryan Adams Gold, Billy Ocean Tear Down These Walls, Rick James, busting out of L7. Jim Croce, greatest hits. And this one I think I'm going to keep, the Muppets. Well, it depends how good the trade is. Wow me. Alright, Vinyl Community, that's it for me, and that's it for this weekend. Everybody out there have a great week. I'll be back in a day or two with another video, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Joe April, thanks much. Take care, guys. Ciao.